Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover. Tonight, protests paused as a group of local clergy who call themselves Kingdom Partners hosted a town hall meeting on Facebook. Mayor Andy Burke, Police Chief David Roddy, and Public Safety Coordinator Troy Rogers participated as well. This group of clergy members was able to ask those local leaders questions, and people who tuned in were encouraged to do the same via the comment section. Our Mary Frances Hoots sat in on the meeting. She joins us live in the studio with details. Mary Frances.
Well, Greg, overall, it was very informative. These local community leaders allowed a lot of questions regarding policing and different policies within the police department, as well as questions regarding funding within the city. But based on the comments on the live feed, people didn't really like their answers. Protesters across the country are calling to defund their local police departments, including some in Chattanooga. Officials here don't agree, but understand changes are needed.
If a 911 call comes and somebody says, I've got this kind of call, and the police aren't going, well, we still need somebody to go out there. And the last thing that I want to do is leave any neighborhood without the services that are required for them.
But the title of law enforcement comes with big responsibility as well as accountability. The public wants full transparency about police brutality and use of force complaints. That's a big reason police have an administrative review committee,
which is a joint committee between officers and members of our community that review every single one of those complaints once they have reached the end of the investigation.
Citizens can also file open records requests to find any information used in an investigation after it is closed. One clergy member questioned the department's dependency on grants and whether it inadvertently leads to more arrest and therefore impacting community policing.
Most of the grants within the Chattanooga Police Department, arrests are not the primary performance measure. It's not about how many, it's about who. So if we can get to the 0.04% of the population of Chattanooga that commits roughly 70% of our violence, that 0.04% is not a huge number, but it does affect the level of violence in our city, and that's what we focus on.
Well, Chief Roddy says community policing is still effective. It's the mindset all his officers have every day when they go out for their shift, and protest organizers say protests will pick back up tomorrow night, starting at Miller Park and then ending with a block party at Coolidge Park at 9 p.m. Live in the studio, Mary Frances Hooch, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.